Hi, so this recipe I'm gonna show you how to make red bean soup. So red bean soup is delicious as a dessert and it is also very nutritious, very good especially for women because red bean is very rich with iron. So the only ingredient matter in this specific recipe is the bean itself. Like I said, I like it as a dessert, so I would add sugar and other ingredients. But some people only drink it for health reasons, so they don't even add any sugar at all. And some people, if they only want the nutrition but not the fat, if they're on like a weight loss program, they don't even eat the beans. So they cook it and then they only drink the water. So anyway, so here comes the only main ingredient is the beans. So make sure you get this kind of small beans, the small red bean, instead of red kidney bean. Red kidney bean will not do this recipe good. So you have to make sure you get this kind of red beans. If your local market doesn't know what like this kind of red bean is and they give you red kidney bean, maybe you can ask for azuki bean. Azuki bean will be the Japanese name for it. So some of the Western supermarkets will get that imported in azuki bean name. So red bean or azuki bean or whatever, it has to be this kind of small red bean. Yeah, and then I'll show you the next step. Okay, so red bean is a very tough grain to soften, to cook. So first of all, very important is you need to soak it in water. I'm gonna measure it with a cup. I think I can do another half cup. Okay, that should be enough for this. And this is a good package because it got sealed on the top, so I will just seal it here. Here's the bean. And now I will very quickly rinse it. And then add water. So I like to keep the water after you soak it, so I will use filtered water to soak. Okay, so now the bean is soaked in water. I'm gonna cover it and then leave it for a few hours. So the best practice will be leave it overnight and then cook it the next day. But I think it's around noon right now, so I will cook it probably in 5 to 6 hours so that it will be good for a dessert after dinner. Okay, so the bean has been soaked in filtered water for I think almost 6 hours. So now we can transform that to whatever the mean you're going to cook it. So I'm going to use my rice cooker today. So this is the pot for the rice cooker. You can use whatever the soup pot or pressure cooker or stew, whatever that can cook through and then make it really soft. So I'm gonna pour the whole thing here. And before I add sugar, I personally like to add a little pinch of salt just to balance off the sweetness, just a tiny little bit of salt. And for sugar, I'm gonna use brown sugar for this time. You can use whatever sugar you want, or even no sugar if you want to go healthy. Tablespoons, 3 tablespoons. Okay, I'll start with 3 tablespoons. And I want to add a little bit of ginger. This is totally optional. I'm gonna put a couple of slices of ginger in. Okay, so you can see the soup base is pretty much ready, and then I'll put it into the rice cooker. So this is Taiwanese, the most popular rice cooker. The brand is called Taitung, and basically you add water in the outer layer, and then you put the pot in so that it will steam, and it's very safe to use. And you press it down, and then once the water is all evaporated, so the steaming process is completed, it will stop steaming and then just heat it. Yeah, so I think it's the safest way to cook, and it's very easy, so that today I'm not in my best shape, so that I can just leave it here and then do rest on the sofa. I don't need to stand on the side to wait for it for hours. So usually if you use the rice cooker to cook rice, plain rice, you only need to add 1 cup of water, and the steaming process will be enough to get the rice cooked through. But because red bean is tougher as a grain to be cooked, so I'll add double the amount of water so that it will cook longer. Okay, so now I'll put the soup into the rice cooker with the water already added on the outside, and I will cover the lid, plug in, and then start. And then this will do the magic for me, so that I don't need to stand here and wait for hours. I'll come back and check how it goes. So this is the sound for many Taiwanese people to feel like at home. When you hear the rice cooker is popping, then it means dinner is close to be ready. So, yeah. This is the red bean soup in process. And now you can see the steam coming up already, and you can smell the red bean already.
Oh.
Okay, so the rice cooker is done. I'm going to check how the beans are now. So basically, whatever the means you use to cook it, you want to cook it until it's softened. So you can taste it with a spoon and see if you can press it easily. So yeah, this is done. 你可以拉近一点。So you can see the beans are very soft, and some of you can see it's very easy to eat now. So we can taste and add sugar when you serve it, and then everyone can add whatever the amount of sugar they like. Yeah. So the soup is ready. You can add more sugar if you like, and until season it to your own liking. Hope you like it.